Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the fabulous George Salter Academy. My name is Adrian Price, and it is my absolute privilege to be the head teacher of this academy. I am a head teacher, not a principal, because I still do teach, and I enjoy being in the classroom with the young people. The first message I have for you this evening is that I have been where you are now. I too am a parent, and I have had to choose schools for my children. And so I thank you for being here, because I know that this is a big decision. It is a huge milestone in young people's lives. And I understand that you need to get it right. So I would say well done, because you are considering choosing us, and we would be getting it right. When I was sitting in your shoes, the questions I had as a parent were the following. So what is the head teacher like? What's his vision? What's his ethos? What does he stand for? What does the physical environment look like where my child will spend all day, every day for the next 5 or 7 years? What do the children have to say about the academy? What's their opinion? What is this school really like? And then I'd be thinking, what are the adults like? Can I trust this adult with my most treasured possession for the next 5 or 7 years? Can I trust the adults to support and teach my child such that they don't just achieve their potential, but they achieve better than that? As for my expectations from tonight, they are a little bit different to previous years, because this is virtual, and these really are very difficult, demanding, somewhat chaotic times. But I would still like you to feel a sense of wow, to have a smile, to be impressed, and to try and get the feel for our school for what it is, for what I know it to be, which is a vibrant, positive, energetic school. I've taught in 7 schools for over 20 years. I know I might not look it, I do look younger. This is my 9th year as a head teacher. This is the best experience of my career. I love this school. It is a big school, but we are one big family, where every child really does matter. I like to say that we are a school with a soul. As for me, well, I'm a French teacher. I still teach. I am visible. I'm not like some. I'm not distant. Children do see me at break, at duties, in the classroom. In fact, to be honest, they probably see me far more than they would like. And as for my vision for them, it's for our school to be somewhere which is safe, where they feel happy, where they enjoy coming, and where they achieve. Our standards are extremely high. The standards I have of myself are incredibly high, and I hold those expectations for all young people and all adults in our school. We will expect young people to be better than the best that they can be. And I mean that in terms of their appearance, their behaviour, their attendance, and their progress. They will achieve in this school. We have an outstanding achievement record. But we will expect young people to make mistakes. And it is only through making those mistakes that they will grow. We learn far more through failure than perhaps we do through success. I want our young people to be happy, and we do inundate them with messages of positivity using our reward system on class charts and our regular phone calls home. We are caring and inclusive. I value highly our student welfare managers, non-teaching pastoral leads who work with each year group. Each child in our school has an experienced and dedicated form tutor. We have a designated safeguarding lead, Mr. McInerney, ably supported by the safeguarding manager, Miss Dale. And we also have one of the best Senkos in Miss Bradley that I think I've ever worked with. And we have a wonderful inclusion base for vulnerable children or for young people who require some extra support. We also understand that school isn't just about coming to our physical buildings. And it is a shame when we think about the present moment in time that we can't take young people outside of our school. My first foreign holiday as a child was on the school trip to Holland with my teachers. I grew up 5 miles from here, and we didn't have foreign holidays in our family. But I understand the importance of taking young people out of school to have experiences that families and in school we can't provide. I really value the Duke of Edinburgh scheme, the visits abroad, skiing. I went on the ski trip 2 years ago and learned to ski for the first time ever. Going to museums, theatres, universities, the cultural capital that to so many of our young people is taken for granted, but for which our children really need and really value. I guess in essence what I am saying is that we try to put the child at the centre of everything we do. If you were here and you were walking round, you wouldn't fail but to be impressed by our facilities. You may well get lost, but you'll enjoy what you see. We have a new classroom block that costs best part of £2 million for 10 classrooms and a lovely social space that our Year 7 currently occupy. We have a wonderful theatre, as you can see from the seating behind, 2 dance studios, performing arts classrooms, peripatetic rooms, brand new science labs. We have first-class facilities. We also have a library, and it's my mission to make the library the centre of our school. Crucially, that library has a full-time librarian, which not many do these days. If your child likes sport, we have superb 3G pitches and really, really good sports facilities. But my favourite part of the school, I guess I would say, is the older classrooms, which remind me of my own school days. Like all our classrooms, these come with interactive whiteboards and projectors. By the way, the most important thing in that classroom is the quality of the member of staff. But the feel of that environment is traditional. It's academic, it's rigour, it's knowledge. And they're also key things that we stand for in our academy. Facilities don't mean anything if you don't have the right staff. Our staff are all professionals. They are subject specialists. They are qualified to teach the subjects they do. They believe in a growth mindset, and many of them undertake extra CPD, professional development, master's courses, postgraduate courses, national professional qualification courses, because we believe that learning is for life. I myself, for the past 18 months, have been undertaking an NPQ course, the head teacher going back to school. All our staff keep up to date with exam board knowledge, sharing best practice, researching and leading others. As regards our curriculum, well, we have a brand new curriculum, clearly articulated from Year 7 to Year 13, the core knowledge we want young people to learn, the skills we wish them to develop. And we have a very broad and balanced curriculum in Key Stage 3. There seems to have been an awful lot of chaos in the curriculum area over the past 5 years. You'll have heard of the change to number grades for GCSEs. Think of the exam results fiasco in the summer. The thing about our curriculum is that it is rigorous, it is robust, it is broad, it is balanced, and it has depth. Our Year 7s will have a healthy allocation of English, maths and science, but they will also have humanities, modern foreign languages, performing arts, PE, DT. these are the subjects that for some children inspires them to get up in the morning to come to school, and we lose them at our peril from our curriculum. As a head teacher, I'm really quite privileged to be leading a school which is oversubscribed. It is a nice feeling, but it does give us some problems in making sure that we do try to be as fair as we can in our admissions policy, which is on the website, and we do follow it to the letter. Young people who come to our academy will sit banding tests, and we hope that they will still happen in these COVID-19 times. And we do also have an aptitude intake for those students who we think have a particular aptitude in performing arts. And our website has the details of how to apply for 10% of our places that are given to those students. I really hope you enjoy this evening. It is unusual. It isn't the way we'd all like it to be. I would love to have you all in here listening to me talk. But I hope you enjoy it. I hope you get a sense for what a positive, vibrant school we are. And I'm sure if you have any questions, you will be able to ask them, and we will do our very, very best to answer them. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope you have a really good evening.
Good evening everybody, and welcome to the guided tour for George Salter Academy. So before we get started, I just want to direct you to the email address that you can see on the screen, which is transition@georgesalter.com. That email address is being staffed all through the night. Any questions that you have will be answered as best as we can answer them. So this is the entrance to the school. And as we walk into the school, we see the main reception. Throughout the night, there will be a graphic popping up, like here, which will tell you where you are in the academy in relation to the map. So at the minute, we're just in the entranceway, and this is the corridor going down to our drama department. And just to the right here, you can see the Green Room Theatre. And now we're making our way down to the drama department. So just on this door on the right, we're now into the Green Room Theatre, and we're going to hear from Miss Clark in the drama department.
Hello Year 6 and welcome to the drama department. Within Year 7 drama, you will get the opportunity to work in fun, creative and imaginative ways. You will get the opportunity to work within a practical setting in a range of group sizes, exploring both devised and scripted approaches to theatre. What we have here is one of the spaces, the Green Room, in which you'll get the opportunity either to perform or to undertake your drama lessons. This is one of the 2 state-of-the-art drama facilities we have within the Performing Arts faculty. We have lighting, a rate audience seating area, and also a stage area which I will take you to in a moment. Year 7 drama is a fantastic opportunity to develop your confidence within the subject, learn about key theatre practitioners, explore a range of scripts and build your self-confidence within a range of different lessons. So, this is where the audience may sit at one of the many extracurricular performances that you could be part of in Year 7. One of the highlights of our year within the Performing Arts faculty is the whole school production. The whole school production invites a range of students from across Year 7 all the way through to our post-16 sixth formers to take part in a significant performance during the school year. Previous whole school productions we've had in the past include Sister Act, Les Mis, West Side Story, and last year, High School Musical. Alongside the whole school production, other opportunities include Lambda examinations and also Key Stage 3 Drama Club. Any of those that I've just described would be the perfect opportunity for you to get to know other people within your year group, gain confidence within drama, and also get that opportunity to share your work with a wider audience. Who knows? Your family could be sat here in a year from now. If you have a real passion for the arts, then George Salter Drama Department will really help you to achieve your dreams. We have a range of students who have gone on to do some incredible things within drama as a career, and many of our students go on to study the subject at university. This is the place for you to work towards being the very best version of you within our drama lessons, and also developing you so that you are comfortable, confident, and really do fly within the subject.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Clark. So that was drama, and now we're just going to make our way out of the corridor and into the PE corridor. So as you can see down the corridor, we have inspirational quotes from sports people, which will hopefully give the students the aspiration in PE. And we're now going to hear from the PE department.
Hello Year 6, my name is Mrs Hill and I'm the head of PE here at the Academy. Now PE here is very, very different to primary school. You will do lots of different sports, a range of sports, loads of different sports that you might not have even done before. You will do hockey, football, netball, badminton, cricket, athletics, tennis, just to name some. There's a lot more that goes on. And some of my team in a minute, some of the PE teachers, are going to talk to you about all the different things that will happen at George Salter PE. So lots to get involved with, and we really, really hope to see you guys, welcome you in September for a fresh start.
Hi, I'm Mr Ward. I'm going to talk you through the extracurricular opportunities at George Salter. So we've got loads of clubs for you all on here. We've got gymnastics, handball, we've got football, badminton, trampolining, hockey, basketball, dodgeball, and my favourite, the Friday Club, Friday Fun. Friday Fun, you can come down and there's badminton, basketball, dodgeball, football outside. There's music going on. Whatever you want, we can provide. And the clubs are all free, so you don't even have to worry about that. That's all.
Hi guys, I'm Mr O'Neill. When you come to George Salter, you'll be given the chance to take part in loads of different competitions. Okay, that's inter-house, that's in school, and you have all different houses. So you get to take part in like dodgeball, football, netball, all these different kinds of activities, and they are given points. So we're looking for loads of people to take part in them. We also take part in those different outside activities. So people that enjoy football, enjoy netball, rounders, cricket, athletics, swimming sometimes. Okay. You can take part in them, okay? That's when we come to training through extracurricular clubs, alright? And the more you take part in, the more you get involved with all the different pupils. Alright, so hoping when you do turn up, guys, you do take part in these competitions. Look forward to seeing you.
Hi, I'm Miss Whitworth. When you come to George's, you're going to be taught by one of our 9 PE staff. We've got Mrs Wall, who is also the head of care at George's, Mr Foskett, who is one of the vice principals. We've got Mr Ward, who is the progress leader for Year 10. Mr Cadwallader, who is an assistant principal. Next up we've got Mrs Hill, who is the head of the PE department. Mr O'Neill, who is the teacher of PE. We've got Mrs Field, who is the progress leader for Year 9. And last up we've got Mr Bishton, who is also in charge of extracurricular activities at George's. And then, as I said at the start, I'm Miss Whitworth and I'm also in charge of student leadership at the school. And what we're going to do now is take you on a tour of the facilities we have to offer in PE.
Okay, thank you everybody in PE. So as you can see on the map, just outside of the drama department, we have the sports hall. And now we're going to go outside to see the facilities that we have outside. So this is our multi-million pound 3G sports pitch. And here we have a large outdoor PE area. And lastly, we have a turfed outdoor area for students to study PE. So heading back inside now, just to the right of the drama department, we've got the dance studio. So as you can see, it's a very large indoor dance area. This allows for ensemble pieces and it also allows for solo pieces to move around freely. As you can see, there are mirrors on the wall This allows students to evaluate their progress and to refine their dance moves in real time. And now we're going to hear from the dance department everything that you'll be studying in Year 7.
Hello everyone, I'm Miss Ashmore. I'm Head of Dance here at George Salter Academy. I'm here today just to give you a little bit of an insight into what we do in terms of dance here at George Salter and what to expect, what you guys will expect obviously in September when you arrive here. So this is sort of like the dance area. We've got numerous dance studios which we're going to show you in a minute. You will have a dance lesson every week when you come in Year 7, and you'll have one all the way through to the end of Year 9, and then if you want to pick it as a GCSE subject then you are able to do that, and even when you're in Year 12 onto A level. We do lots of exciting things in dance. You study a range of styles such as street, contemporary, we look at hip hop, we look at Charleston, okay, and then you will also learn about how to choreograph dances. So you'll have the opportunity to create your own piece of choreography based on things that you want to create dances on, and also what we give you to do as well. We have loads and loads of exciting opportunities, and Miss Dunn is going to talk to you about that next.
Hi everyone, it's Miss Dunn here. I'm a teacher at George Salter Academy, teaching dance. I'm just going to talk to you quickly about the extracurricular activities that we have here at George's, okay? So we have 2 established youth companies. One's called Chicane, which is for our Year 7s to 11s, and one's called Charge, which is for our post-16 students. Other activities that we have in dance are, we have a musical production that happens every year, we have street dance, we have an all-boys group, we have other musical opportunities that we have throughout our performing arts department, and there's many opportunities for you to perform during your time here at George Salter.
Okay, so we have lots and lots of different opportunities for you to perform, like what Miss Dunn said. So every year we have a musical production which involves students from Year 7 to post-16 that we put on for 3 nights in February. We have a winter dance show which is in December, and we have a youth dance platform which will, this year, it will be run outside of the academy, actually at a professional venue. So if you're interested in dance, if you're interested in performing arts, you enjoy performance, we are really looking forward to seeing you in September.
Street.
Feel good, right?
Charleston. Contemporary.
Okay, thank you, Miss Ashmore. And just once again, transition@georgesalter.com is the email for any questions. So we're just going to head upstairs now to the music department. So heading up the stairs and then turning left, we have the 3 rooms of the music department. So as you can see on the map, this is that music corridor, and we're going to head into MU1.
Welcome Year 6s to the fabulous George Salter Academy Music Department. My name's Mrs Dawn, I'm Head of Music here, and I'm supported by a big team of musicians who work alongside me. There are 4 full-time music teachers here at the Academy. There's myself, there's Mrs Jones, there's Mr Callahan, and there's Mrs Smith, who's currently on maternity leave, covered by Mr Pillinger. We also have visiting instrumental teachers to the Academy every week who teach all the string instruments, including violin, viola, cello and double bass, woodwind instruments, flute, oboe, clarinet, saxophone, and brass instruments as well, from trumpet, trombone, horn. We have a bass guitar teacher, we have a drum teacher, and 2 voice teachers who also come in. Okay, the music curriculum in Year 7 breaks down into 3 main skills: listening to music, composing and creating your own music, and performing music. All year 7s will be learning to play keyboard. And we'll learn about chords and melodies and playing together. We'll also be doing lots of singing. We have access to lots of classroom percussion, ukuleles, and there's also opportunities for some music technology within that. In the curriculum, all year 7 students work on a world rhythm unit, and we all get to play on the African djembe drums. As part of the curriculum, we'll be learning to use all the functions on the keyboard, including changing the instruments, adding backing beats, and we'll actually record our rap tracks at the end of year 7 and get into the recording studio. The music department here at George Salter Academy houses 3 big teaching rooms, a recording studio, 3 practice rooms, and a large fully equipped Apple Mac suite for music technology courses. So what makes music here at George Salter Academy distinctive? We offer an authentic, cultural and enriching curriculum and an extracurricular programme of all-inclusive opportunities, including music theory club, orchestra, guitar club, vocal harmony group, keyboard club, the performance hub, music tech lab, jazz band, there's a drum club, lots of opportunities including our school musical theatre production every year. We look forward to welcoming you in September.
Thank you, Mrs. Dawn. Down from the music department, we're now entering the science department, where they have 12 fully equipped labs, and we're going to hear from the science department everything you'll be studying.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Mandare, Head of Science here at George Salter Academy. We've got a very big department here, 12 different labs for you to do some practical work. As you can see from around the room, the labs are not like your normal classrooms. I'm going to let you have a look around the room, look at all the practical work that's going on, and meet some of the teachers here in the science department.
Hi, I'm Mr. Zaman.
Hi, I'm Miss Heba and I'm a chemistry teacher.
Hi, I'm Miss Pastoral and I'm a chemistry teacher as well.
Hello, I'm Mr. Southall. I'm a physicist. I like messing around with things like to do with electricity.
I'm Mr. Dunn. I'm also a physics teacher. Can't wait to see you here at George Salter.
Hello, I'm Mr. Dudley. I'm a physics teacher. I like playing with circuits. Ooh.
Hi, I'm Miss Jabeen and you'll be doing lots of practicals in science in year 7, like this one.
Hi, I'm Mr. Usman and here I am.
Your goggles on for that.
Oh, sorry miss. There we go. So, my name is Mr. Usman and here I am doing a chemistry practical.
Hi everyone, my name's Miss Benjamin. I'm one of the science teachers at George Salter Academy.
There's a lot going on in science at George Salter Academy. Here are some of the highlights and the most talked about things going on in science. Every year we do a science week with lots of practicals, some taking place over lunchtime, additional ones taking place in the classroom. There's always fun challenges. This year we've had some really wonderful science trips and so many more planned for the future. We have a big physics quiz that we attend at the University of Birmingham at the end of the year. Some students are even heading to Geneva, Switzerland this year, which is a huge, wonderful international trip to be taking part in. Years 7 and 8 have practical projects that extend over the year. And we have our wonderful science club, which I said I would talk more about, so here we go. This year in Science Club, we broke down the year into 3 different investigative units. We started looking at microbes and biology. We then did a chemistry unit in forensics, looking at fingerprinting, chromatography, footprinting. And we're ending the year with some physics, looking at space. Our Science Club has been lucky to do some science trips as well.
Okay, thank you, Mrs. Mandare, and everyone else in the science department. We're going to head outside now to an area that is used for break and lunch times for students. Just in the distance to the left, that is the food department. But before we get there, we're going to hear from some current Year 7 students.
Hi, my name's Billy and I'm in Year 7 and I've only been here for 3 weeks. At first I was nervous to start Year 7 because I thought I wouldn't see any of my friends. But when you come here you don't need to worry about it because you'll make plenty of new ones. All you need to start off with is saying, "Hi, what's your name?" In primary school, they would say the teachers were really strict. So when I went round schools when we were doing the open days, when the students would say that the teachers were really kind and fun, I never believed them. But now I find out for myself, they are really fun and they always have a great attitude and they're always positive. And when you're worried about making new friends, don't worry because everybody's in the same position as you. They all want to say hi, so you might as well have the confidence to go and start a conversation, and who knows, you could learn something new about your peers in your class. Bye!
I think George's is a good school because you don't get bad behaviour outside in the playground, and the people are just really nice, and you get along with people, like, often.
I chose George Salter because it seemed friendly and I knew I'd get to try new things here, and it's been a really good opportunity for me to build on my character for my future.
I have enjoyed my first 3 weeks because of all the subjects and they were very engaging and fun.
Thank you, Year 7. Now we're just going to go and have a look at the food department. So this is the food technology area, and we're going to hear from Mr. Hayes about what you'll be experiencing in food.
Hello Year 6, my name is Mr. Hayes and I'm Head of Food at George Salter Academy. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what you will be doing in Year 7 when you come to us, hopefully, and I'm going to show you one of the food rooms. So when you come up to us in Year 7, you'll be on a rotation of food, graphics and product design, and you'll spend 1 term in food, 1 term in product design and 1 term in graphics. So in food, you'll be cooking things like cakes, brownies, stir fries, curries, lasagnas, pizzas, a number of different things, lots and lots of practical work, as well as learning about healthy eating and health, safety and hygiene. So if you follow me, I'll show you into one of our 3 food rooms. So as you can see, really, really professional, all stainless steel. We've got some large fridges for you to keep your food in, and we get some really high quality, practical products made in these rooms. So I cannot wait to start cooking with you next year in Year 7 when you join us. See you soon.
Thank you, Mr. Hayes. So just to the left of the food department, we are now entering the product design department. And we're going to hear from Miss Gaze about everything that you can expect from product design and engineering.
Hello Year 7, my name's Miss Gaze, I'm Head of Product Design. I'm going to give you a tour of what you'll be doing in product design.
You'll learn how to communicate your ideas clearly. Then make the products you've designed. Learn to use a wide range of tools and equipment. Learn to design using computers so it can be laser cut or 3D printed. Taking the ideas in your head and creating a 3-dimensional product. We're really looking forward to seeing all the amazing products you're going to make. See you in September.
So we're just outside of the product design area now, and we're back into that courtyard. As you can see on the wall, we've got our house shields for Trinity, Crescent, Royal and Loxdale, and now we're going to hear from English.
Hello everybody, this is the English department. It's a really busy department and busy area of the school because most people have a lesson nearly every day in English, so it will be quite a constant, regular thing for you and you'll get to know your teacher really well in English. All the teachers are really friendly and looking forward to meeting you. In Year 7 you'll study some different novels, an extract from novels, you'll do a Shakespeare play, you'll do some creative writing and you'll have lots of fun doing all of that. If you follow me, we'll have a library lesson every week and you'll get to come into the library here and choose books and do quizzes on your books on the computers and we can track your reading age as you go along through Year 7 and into Year 8. And then the classrooms are all along this corridor here. So you can see they run from here. Here's one of them in here, and they go all the way down the corridor. And it's a bit of a hub really of the school because there's some pastoral offices here as well. Looking forward to meeting you.
Once again, for anyone that has joined late, transition@georgesalter.com for any questions that you have. So just round the corner from the English department, we have our enterprise rooms. These are our IT suites, and we're going to hear from Mr. Ramin about what to expect from IT.
Hi, my name is Mr. Ramin. I'm part of the ICT department. We also have Mr. McInerney, Miss Millington and Mrs. Bissell. We've got 5 rooms, ICT rooms, all with PCs for you to use. And once you start in year 7, you'll be covering a range of topics from programming to spreadsheets and learning about how computers work. And we're looking forward to seeing you in year 7.
Thank you, Mr. Ramin. We're now going to head into the dining hall area. So this is the main area that all children will come into when they are ordering their food. Just in front of us there is the large kitchen. And then just to the left of that we have the West Hall. Now this is used for assemblies as well as the green room, but this room also serves as overspill for students eating their lunch. So as you can see, all around the school we have our values, ambition, belief and courage. And we're just going to check in now with geography.
Good evening, excuse the squeaky globe. I'm Mr. Elgar and this is geography. We've got a range of teachers and we teach about this, the best subject in the world in my opinion. So, some of you will have done geography at junior school and some of you won't. And we'll take that into account in the early stages. In the first few weeks, we will help you answer questions like that. What is the difference between human and physical geography? We will ask how many continents there are, how many oceans, which is the smallest, which is the biggest. What is the difference between the United Kingdom, Great Britain and the British Isles? And to be honest with you, there'll be a lot of your parents who don't know the answer to that. Let me give you a little competition. Is that physical or human? Or that one? Physical or human? Or that one? Is that physical or human or a combination of the two? And are things like that likely to get worse in the future? And that one? Physical or human? And that one? What happens to towns and cities as they grow and change? We will actually do a bit of work on Birmingham. You'll get one of those to help you pull all of the information together in the subject. So you will be able to do work at home and revise. We will spend the summer term, COVID and God permitting, doing a field trip to Birmingham and doing follow-up work. So we will use maps in detail. And by the end of it, you'll be able to answer the questions on there. You'll be able to identify university campuses, the train stations. You'll be able to talk about whether Birmingham should get a high-speed railway network too or not. So in other words, it is a subject that builds up. We go global, so we will talk about the issues facing these people. We do a whole unit on Africa. And we talk about how things are changing in the real world. So how does this household protect themselves against future flooding and climate change? All of that is in year 7. We'll give you all the support. Those people who are coming from a different starting point, we will help you in the early stages through baselines. And by the end of that year, you will be the beginning of a fully fledged geographer.
Thank you, Mr. Elgar. Just down from geography, we have another of our humanities rooms. This one is RE, and we're going to hear from Miss Manjak about everything you'll experience within RE.
Hi Year 6s, my name is Miss Manjak and teach religious education here at George Salter Academy. I can't wait to see you in September. I'm so excited. So I'm just going to tell you one or two things about religious education here at George Salter. Due to the area that we're in, we are a boiling pot of religions in Sandwell. There are so many different religions and different cultures in George Salter. It is astonishing. Therefore, we don't teach one, don't teach two, don't teach three different religions, but we teach 6 different religions. So a bonus point for anyone who can name the 6 different religions from the top of your head. It is amazing if you can do that already. Well done. So, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about what you actually learn in year 7, okay? So when you first start, you learn the basics. I'm pretty sure some of you already know that. But you learn the different names of religions, different places of worship, different festivals, different symbols. And then when you pass that, you get into the juicy bits of different festivals, why you celebrate different festivals, different stories, why some religions look the way they look. It's really, really interesting. I love it. We also take in different trips, different festivals, different places of worship, and kids love it. As you progress through school life, you apply everything you've learned in year 7 to everything you do in year 8, year 9, and even to your CSEs. It's not just RE, but it's also ethics. So if you can anyone tell me what ethics are, well done. But if you don't, I'll tell you now. Okay? So ethics are the ethical problems of your everyday life. So when you say, oh, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do, ethics will help you with that. So we will teach you ethics, and it is amazing. As you can see, it's a little bit colourful, but we can't wait for more posters from you. So we are just redecorating this RE classroom anyway. But I'm going to take a quick tour of our really colourful classrooms. See you soon.
Thank you very much. Now, the last of our humanities rooms is where you'll learn everything there is to know about history. And Mr. Vofel is going to tell us what you will learn during your studies.
Hi, I'm Mr. Vofel and I'm Head of History here at George Salter Academy. We are really looking forward to getting to meet you in September. We know it's been an unusual time, but we're so thrilled to have you come and learn history with us. Over the course of your time here at George's, you'll have a chance to learn about the history of the British Isles from 1066 through to the modern day, with all sorts of different case studies going from the Battle of Hastings, the Tudors, Empire, Nazis, all sorts of different bits, hoping to develop you as young historians as you get to ask us questions, challenge us, and as you start to write history yourselves, as you create the new stories that we tell, as you challenge what people have done before. And we're just looking forward to learning from you and teaching you and seeing what history is all about together. So I hope that this transition goes well. We know it's unusual, but we're so excited about working with you when we eventually see you. Bye.
Okay, so we're just in the left-hand corner of the school now, and we are in the mathematics department. And we're going to hear from Mr. Borgi about maths.
Hi, welcome to Maths. My name is Mr. Borgi. I'm the head of the Maths department. I'll just give you a quick insight of what to expect when you come into George Salter next year in September. Right. When you first come across to the mathematics department, we have actually 10 different rooms, which is split up between 10 different staff members, and we have obviously people working in Key Stage 3, Key Stage 4 and Key Stage 5. Just a quick insight of what you will be doing when you come in September, starting Year 7. Some of the topics that you will cover are number, algebra, geometry, ratio and so forth. So when we're doing number, because maths is a build-on subject, we will actually incorporate everything that you learnt in Year 6 and actually build onto that. So we will start off with number, basic adding, subtracting, decimals and so forth, and then take it on to fractions. And then after that, we'll go into algebra. Now, some of you have actually done algebra before, and some of you haven't. Well, we will obviously go through that again from the basics and explain everything that goes on from there. And then from there, we'll move on to geometry and possibly ratio and proportion. And that should sum up what you'll be covering over the year 7. Now, we will do a very similar thing when you go into year 8, but we'll do it a bit more, well, go through it a lot more quicker, the number work and algebra, and then go on to geometry and so forth and that. So you get a better understanding of what you were learning during the time that you've been here. Well, that was a quick summary of what we do at George Salter in the first few years of when you've come into secondary school. Well, I hope that you choose George Salter Academy for next year. Right? I wish you good luck for this year 6, and if you do choose George Salter Academy, I hope to see you next September.
Thank you, Mr. Borgi. Once again, transition at georgesalter.com for any questions that you might have. We're now going to make our way past maths to the library, and we're going to have a listen to Mrs. Bell talk about her role as a librarian in the school.
Hello, my name is Miss Bell and I'm the librarian at George Salter. Just going to tell you a little bit about the library and what we get up to throughout the year. The library is open before school and after school, as well as break and lunch times to do homework. We have lots of fun events happening throughout the year, such as World Book Day. We have the Scholastic Book Fair coming 3 times a year. We do Harry Potter book nights. Every subject department in the school has a week in the library all to themselves. So for Cooking Week, we decorated cookies, we wrote food reviews, and for Science Week, we learned how to take fingerprints and become detectives for the day. There's always lots of fun things going on. I look forward to seeing you in September.
So now we're going to take a trip outside from the library area. And this is our new multi-million-pound building, which houses art and languages.
My name is Mrs. Short and I'm the Head of Art and Design here at George Salter Academy. I just want to show you a little bit about the art rooms, the art block itself, the kind of things that we do here, because I know it's a little bit scary at the minute starting a new school. So hopefully all of this video and the videos of your other teachers will make it a little less scary for you. So, first things first, in art, we like exploring and experimenting with lots of different materials. So in terms of the projects that we do, each one has a special skill attached to it. So there's a focus area. So for instance, in year 7, we do 3 main projects. The first one is key skills, where you'll learn all the basics. So if there's something that you haven't tried before, don't worry about it, we'll cover it, all right? In that, we also look at insects and creepy crawlies. There might be a few monsters thrown in there as well. Not quite sure yet, but that'll be exciting. But within that, we'll look at basic drawing skills. There's a little bit of textiles in there, might be a little bit of clay in there as well. So looking good. The second project is portraiture and how we create a realistic portrait. So we've got the eyes and the noses in the right places, but then we also look at abstract portraiture as well, which is the type of portraiture which is a little bit different. Okay, and the last project is all about animals and the environment. With this, we look at mixed media, and we also have a look at different ways how we can combine different materials together. Now with this project, there's a big emphasis on the environment and how we need to look after it. So a lot of the things that we will look at and consider in the project will be about your building skills, but also an awareness about the surroundings and the things around us. Alright, so in year 7, because we've had to go all of these different materials, we want for you to learn your special skill. We need for you to identify what is it that you really love to do. Alright, but if you don't try them, you're not going to find out, are we? So there's lots and lots of experimentation. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you around the art block, show you the rooms. So it's a little less scary when you come and it's a little bit more familiar. You might be able to find your way around. So I'm going to tell you who's in which room and who's going to be looking after you when you are here at George Salter in the art department. So downstairs we had room A1. This is Mrs Cutler's room. The room next door, which was A2, that is Miss Dennis's room. We then went upstairs to A8, that is Miss Adams' room. We then went next door to that, which is A9, and that is Mr Hardwick's room. We've got Miss Knowles here, who is one of our academic coaches. She is based in the art staff base, so if you ever need anything, she's in there, but she'll be in all the classrooms as well. We've got A7, which is Miss Parsons' room, and then finally we've got A10, which is my classroom, Mrs Shaw. Bye.
Thank you, Mrs Shaw. In the same building, we also have the languages department, and we're going to hear from Mrs Brown about everything that you'll experience in languages.
Hi, welcome to languages. Come on through, follow me. Bonjour, bienvenue à George Salter. Moi, je m'appelle Mrs Brown. Hi, good morning, welcome to George Salter Academy. My name's Mrs Brown. You might wonder why I'm talking to you in French. That's the language you're going to be doing when you come to us in Year 7. There's 4 of us here who teach languages at George Salter, and we also have Mr Price, our head teacher, who speaks French and Spanish as well. We're hoping very soon to start running our trips to France again. So finally from me, wishing you a fantastic Year 6. We really hope that you make George Salter your choice of secondary school. Hope to see you soon. Au revoir.
Thank you, Mrs Brown. Now we're going to go over to Mr Elgar again, who's going to talk about PSHE.
Good evening, it's Mr Elgar again. I also help coordinate PSHE, Personal Social Health Education, which we have as a single lesson at George Salter because we appreciate how important education is for the modern world, both on relationships and sex education, health education, citizenship, safeguarding, all those aspects that will make you a good citizen and a good member of the school. So, in the very first few weeks, you will be looking at how to make the transition to the school. That has been very successful this year, although we changed it slightly to help people deal with the mental well-being issues of the COVID crisis. We will also look at those things that happen in all places and that parents will be nervous about. Bullying and peer pressure, how to deal with them, how to report them, how our systems will work with you to make sure that your move to a new school is as safe for you and as happy as it can possibly be. We will cover issues that will make a massive difference on an individual basis. So self-esteem, issues to do with growing up, puberty, personal hygiene, dental health, and even controversial issues such as female genital mutilation, which is part of the compulsory curriculum. And we will help you deal with all of those things that all children growing up have to deal with: making friends, breaking friends, forming new relationships, beginning to take an interest in people in other ways than purely friendship. So we have a carefully tailored programme which has been brilliantly written by Miss Payton and others that will help you to adapt to life in a new school and make you a happier, more rounded citizen.
Thanks again, Mr Elgar. We're now going to go to our Year 11 prefects who are going to tell you what their time in the school has been like.
Hello, my name's Maisha and I'm a head prefect at George Salters. Transitioning to Key Stage 4 was a huge leap in my education and was very daunting. However, all the teachers and staff at GSA have helped me do this transition. We are given so many opportunities at George Salters Academy to experience what life in education will be like once we leave school. For example, 2 trips to universities. My favourite memory would have to be my trip to Oxford University, as it opened my eyes to what school was like beyond secondary school and to think about what I'd like to pursue in the future. Opportunities like these are made available to every student at GSA. Opportunities to participate in regional and national competitions like debates, poetry competitions and mock trial court help us to become more articulate through developing our literacy and social skills. During the school closures in March, we were left in the unknown regarding our exams and education, and I found it quite difficult to adapt to remote learning. However, over the 6 months, the teachers and the school have supported me every step of the way. Although I was at home, I was receiving regular feedback and support from my teachers, which helped with my understanding and learning. The unconditional support was reassuring in the sense that we weren't alone. GSA has played a huge role on my development over these past few years, and I feel privileged to attend such an incredible school. I will always be grateful for the support and experiences that the school has provided me with as I continue to embark upon my future goals and aspirations.
Hello, my name is Mahid Rahman. I am head prefect of George Salter Academy. It was a scary experience as I moved to school with no friends, and it was quite nerve-wracking. Year 7 was all about making experiences and making friends. One of my favourite memories was Alton Towers in Year 7, as it was the first time going with friends. In Year 8, I got the opportunity to choose the subjects that I had an interest in, and as you move up in the school, you will have these opportunities and more. As a Year 11 student, I encourage younger people to go after school clubs because it helps with making new friends, as it helps with socialising. And it is a great skill to learn. You should have fun in school in the earlier years, but take responsibility and work hard for your future self.
Okay, so that was the end of the guided tour. So now if I could direct you to the image that you have in front of you about the admissions policy within the school. So as you can see, as a school we are hugely oversubscribed. So if you do not put down George Salter as your first preference, it is unlikely you'll be successful. There are only 250 spaces in Year 7 this year. Typically we get over 600 applications. So all children with GSA named on the application are required to take an admissions banding test in the academy, which will take place on the 21st of November 2020. This is as long as we can run that test with current COVID regulations. We also run a performing arts aptitude admissions pathway, which takes 10%, which is 25 students each year. The aptitude tests are due to be held on the morning of Saturday the 14th of November 2020. Again, this is if it's permitted that we can do this. So, for the main admissions banding tests, that will hopefully take place on the 21st of November, all applicants must take the banding test. And we have to emphasise that this is not a selection test. There is no pass or fail in this test. The reason that we do these tests is so that as an academy, we can take a spread of ability in the year group. After each test, each child is placed in a band of 1 to 5. The academy takes an equal number from each band, and the students taken from each band meet the oversubscription criteria in our admissions policy. Now, in terms of the performing arts aptitude test, these will hopefully take place on the morning of the 14th of November. If you want your child to be considered for a place via this pathway, please complete the extra form, which will be attached on the website. The 25 students with an aptitude in either dance, drama or music will be able to take part in extra enrichment opportunities and to develop their aptitude in a more intense program led by Miss Ashmore, the head of dance. If a student is successful in this pathway and is placed in the 25 selected, they must still complete the banding test and gain entry in the academy through that route. So both the banding and the performing art aptitude tests are subject this year to the risk assessment of the impact of COVID-19. Confirmation of this will be forthcoming in early November, and if the test cannot take place, all 250 students will be taken based on the oversubscription criteria in our admissions policy. The forms for the performing arts aptitude test can be found online on the website right now. And these are the forms that you will fill out. So it's a pretty straightforward form. Pick which aptitude that you want your child to take part in, fill out all of your details, and then sign the declaration. Just to be aware that the cut-off date for this is 4 PM on the 9th of October. For the last time, any questions that you have, transition@georgesalter.com and someone will answer your questions. That's it for the guided tour. Thank you very much for listening and watching. We hope that you pick George Salter as your school, and if you do pick and you are accepted, then we look forward to seeing you in September.